Good morning, everybody. This is Lavender Rose's garden on a little garden tour. And if you haven't liked, subscribed, and clicked that bell, please do. This is my new little friend. I don't know if you can see him flying around. He's right over there. Let's see where he's going to go next. It's a little bumblebee. There used to be honeybees beside the door here, or beside next door, and they moved off. This is how I've done the cucumbers this year. It has been really good. I don't know if you can see, they're up on, I just took ropes and put it around, and it's growing like crazy. I'm trying to train them to grow around it. And as you can see, it's doing a real good job. And the cucumbers are there. So this is a good way to do it. That way you don't have to, because a lot of times these get all over the ground, and then every time you go in there you step on a leaf or a vine or something, and they're so tender that it will kill them. So having it up like this, see, I take these little tentacles here and I train it around, especially if I already started. It's a lot easier, and just train them to come on up. This one here is just sticking straight up. He could go across there probably, or maybe even across here, but right now he's just wanting to sit up there on top. So we're just going to leave him alone, let him do his thing. Got another one right there. Cucumber. Now these cucumbers are from the Dollar Tree. I think I remember, I think if you have been following my channel, we had got these at the garden tree, because what I did for the kids, I said, okay, you got $5 and you have to buy different people, different, each other presents like, and you have to get one for your dad, you have to get one for your nana, and you have to get one for your sister. And so that's what they did. So when they got me something, there's another one in here hiding, see him? He's a nice big one. Right there. They got me cucumber seeds. And, of course, they've been really interested in how they're growing and everything. And he needs to come down or do something. I need another rope right there, don't I? Because he's just going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. I have some tomatoes there. Only the one thing there. Because I decided not to plant a bunch of stuff here. I thought I'd just plant some cucumbers and see how they do. And I do have one, I did have two, but there's one cantaloupe in there. Because last year, if you remember, it was a total disaster. Whenever I planted the cucumber, planted the garden out there, it was just too hot for it. It was too much sun. Down here, it's just, the heat is unreal. The sun just burns everything. But on top of that, we had little critters that come in and ate my watermelons. Well, let's just say Lavender Rose was not happy. Look at that. Is that not pretty? Now here's where I get my name from. I have a lavender rose. This one blooms, and it just keeps blooming. These are too, so they're doing really good. And I have a white one here as well. I love my roses. They're not hard to take care of, and whenever you trim it, don't throw the trimmings away. Be sure to keep them, because they will grow and make more roses. That way you have more rose bushes. Here's some tomatoes here. I've got them all tied up. If you noticed, they're up off the ground this time, because we had critters eating everything. So I figured maybe if I put them up on this shelf, it'll get it up. It is, out there just wandering through a little way. So I've got tomatoes there. I got some up there. And, let's see. I don't think these have got any yet. I don't know why. That one, it may be that they're not getting enough sun, but if I move them in the sun more, it just cooks them. It just does absolutely no good. Now these are the roses where I had cut off and I stuck in the ground to grow, and they're blooming. I had another bloom there, and here's another one. It's got another bud. So don't throw your clippings away from your roses. them out of pot. If you got root and pot compound, put some on there. If you don't worry about it. I don't think this tree is going to have any fruit this year. This one has one little orange back there, right here. And it did not have any last year, so that's kind of cool for it. Now here, these are the pink grapefruit. Look at that big one back there. So anyway, it's doing real good. I have the lemon, Myers lemon down here. And I've only got one lemon on the tree this year, I think. But if you remember last year, I left them in the greenhouse. This year, I left them outside. If it was going to be extremely cold, I just covered it up, you know. Of course, here's the greenhouse. I usually have my greenhouse taken down. But I went ahead. Where's a honeybee? Oh, I'm so glad to see one. Yay. They're not all gone then, because like I said, the neighbor moved off with his beehives. And, oh, that's not a bee there, but the other one was a honeybee. Okay, anyway. So that's the greenhouse, and like I said, I've got a couple little things growing in there, but nothing much. Oh, let's see. I don't know if this thing will last another year or not, but I've already had it for 2 years. I paid like $125 for it or something. Anyway, I caught it on sale. That's when you do it. You catch it in the summertime on sale. And as you can see, there's a lot of room in here. I mean, a lot of room. After I get my stuff in here, it don't seem like there's that much. I put these old sheets on top of it to block some of the sun in because it was just making it too hot in here. I have a couple of, what are they? Azalea bushes, trying to root those. That one looks like he might be doing better than this one. I don't think this one's doing very good. It's not died, but I don't think it's doing a whole lot. Also, there's that lucky clover. It's just beautiful. This was supposed to have been, oh, who is it? Oh, I can't think now. It's an Egyptian necklace. Cleopatra's Egyptian necklace is what I was told. That's what it is. Of course, down there is some Christmas cactus. Actually, I think mine was like Thanksgiving. But anyway, these are the sea moss roses, and it looks like they could use some water in here. Everything else is pretty much okay. But that one does get more sun over there, and wouldn't hurt if it had some water. Okay. So that's the tour of the greenhouse, and you can see I'm fairly tall. But it's, I think it was 8 foot, 7 foot, maybe it's 7 foot. It's 7 foot tall. And if you catch these things on sale, you might could even get them for less than $100, which is a big plus. But they're so nice. They have the little vent windows. I need to open that one back up because he got closed somehow. And so anyway, but yeah, if you can get one, save your money up, get one. They're just so much of a plus. I hang a bulb in here in the wintertime to keep it warm. That's all I need. Of course, it doesn't get that cold down here. It gets like 32, sometimes 35. And it doesn't stay that cold that long. Now, if you was up in Michigan or something like that, you, of course, would have to have a better heater, and it'd have to be something that wouldn't melt the plastic. But anyway, but yeah, see that the Cleopatra's necklace is making another one with a lot of roots that you could cut in two and replant. See? So that's how you can get more of those. Somebody gave me that one, and I really didn't know what it was. There's one there. And that is a cutie, well, a little cutie tree, what we used to call tangerines. But they've crossbred them so much, and now they call them cuties because the kids want them, because it sells better if you call it a cute name, right? Anyway, all about selling it. Oh, that's hard. Okay, that's about it for the tour of the garden. Like I said, I walked off and forgot my glass. Okay. Okay, so let's see what they just put on there. And, so anyway, there you go. But the garden's doing good. We've had storm after storm after storm. We've had about 5 days of rain, thunderstorms, every evening, and during the day, you know, all day long. So it's kind of weird. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying this channel. I hope you'll come back, visit. If you got any comments for me, if you want to let me see if I can grow something, pass that along. I'll certainly try. And just let me know. I hope you're enjoying the channel. I'm trying to keep you up on the garden. Sometimes there's not a lot going on, and other times there are. You just never know. But so anyway, I'll show you what I got up here on the top. Let's see. Okie dokie. This is my hibiscus. Oh, and I've got a bloom open. Oh, thank goodness. Look at that. Isn't he beauty? Look at that. It is so pretty. But it's supposed to have been a bright red hibiscus, and it's kind of reddish orange. But anyway, that was a new to the collection. In here it's frogs. Can you see them? I'm not going to get too close. Now, the story of that, those little frogs in those pipes, well, I used to have my chef units up here, and they had holes right here where the pipes went in them. Well, these little critters would get down the pipes, and they lived there for the winter. And they would come out at night, hunt stuff, and go back in. He's backing up because I'm scaring him. I'm sorry, babies. I don't mean to scare you. Everybody wants to see you, how pretty you are. Now, these are beautiful tree frogs, and whenever it starts to rain, they all start croaking in unison. It's just kind of funny. But the flowers here, this is what they call creeping Jenny. This stuff is gorgeous, and it makes such a pretty hanging off of a pot. Now, this survived out here in the winter, and, of course, it has long, long tentacles. But they say do be careful where you plant it because it could be invasive and take over your garden. Let's see. And here's a couple more of those cuties growing. Up here is my mums, but they're not doing very good. They survived over the winter, though, so, you know, you can't hope for too much. This is a wandering dew. This stuff is beautiful. If you want something that's really hard to kill, this is it. And it just, oh, I'm sorry, I'm zoomed in, aren't I? Well, poo. There you go. Sorry about that. So this is the wandering dew, and it's variegated, and it's just beautiful because it's a bright purple on the back, and it's this silvery gray and green, or green on the top. Some of it looks purple. It's simply gorgeous. And I know you've seen the frogs. That's really how it zoomed in. And like I said, there's the 2 more cuties I threw. Just seeds thrown in the ground. They're growing. So anytime like that, don't waste your seeds. Try to grow something with it. Over here is some more of the wandering dew. And you see how it does. It comes out and it hangs down. Now, this stayed out here all winter. And it lasted. Now, I'm saying if you're in Michigan, it's probably not going to last. It probably won't make it. There's one of our little friendly lizards. Do you see him? Let me zoom in on him for you. I'll scare him to death. Now, he comes around to visit. Eats bugs all the time. I love to have them around. They're just cute as they can be. And of course, there's another one. Oh, I see what's going on. See him down there? That's a female right there. And this is a male, and he's probably, yep, he see that orange thing sticking out? He's trying to impress his lady over there, and she's running. She's going, I don't want nothing to do with him. There you go. Now, see, that's his little mating call. It says, hey, look at me. I'm gorgeous. There he goes after her. She's going, no, run. So anyway, it's just funny to watch them. All right. No, so in here, we have variegated spider plant. Now, this thing is just really grown. Oh, I got one dropped off down here that nobody wants. Aww. Oh, he is still hooked on. Anyway, we'll just dig a little hole up here and see it's got the roots there. You just stick it in the ground. And there'll be another one growing there. Now this is a fern. I did not plant that. Somehow the seed got in there, birds dropped it or whatever, and it started up. So it's a beautiful fern that's a freebie. It just got there. Okay. So, love my plants. Let's make sure I got this turned back out. People that cut the stuff around for the poles have been here, and it's been a mess. I haven't been able to get out to you know, do stuff like that, get out and do my videos and things. So I've been here with the chopper and chainsaws, everything. So it's just been really busy. But and way too noisy. I'll be glad to get done in my area here. Okay. This is Lavender Rose saying bye for now. Thanks for coming to the garden, and chat with me if you like. I always like that. Please like, subscribe, click that bell so you get the notifications when mine comes in, and definitely like. If you like the video, click like, because YouTube is a firm believer in that. They like to see that there are people actually liking it. So if you do, I appreciate it. So anyway, this is Lavender Rose saying bye. Here's another little female. Nobody wants her. Oh, poor thing. Don't worry, there'll be a guy come along. Just be patient. Yeah, be patient, darling. But they're so sweet. They don't harm anything, but they eat bugs like crazy. And they love my plants. Say hey to the camera. Say hello. And they love these chairs. They can just crawl in and out of them. I've got to water this plant here, so I'm going to set you down there. There we go. Let's see if I can jack you up just a little bit. Oh, it scared him. Hi, baby. Well, that really scared him. The camera fell over. There we go. Well, we do have little mistakes, don't we? Up here they don't get that much water. Okay. Can you see me or not? But his little flowers are dropping off, so I know he's getting too dry. See if I can get you with me and not drown it. Because my camera's not waterproof. But yeah, these get kind of dry up here on kind of the canopy up there. It's not totally waterproof, but it does keep it dry up here. Just give them a little bit. Try to be careful of the frogs over here, because I had a lizard in there the other day. Of course, he got hosed down. Probably wasn't real happy about it. They'll run back in their little things and hide. Okay, let's go now. We need to go back. Here's some little, these are peppers and tomatoes, but they're not doing good at all. They've had fertilizer, they had everything else that everybody else had. But they were in the greenhouse, and then I brought them out. Come on. You're not going to come with me, are you? That's alright. I'm just going to take this to the greenhouse, but if I do, of course, it's going to nick all up. Yeah, I know. I need one of those that doesn't, yeah, that's what I thought. There's a kink in it. It doesn't kink up. Right here, matter of fact. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I started to go ahead and end it, and I thought, well, that's a little more to talk about, I'm sure. And, you see, if those things drop on the ground, they just start growing. That stuff I was telling you about. Ah, we got another cake. Yes, I truly need to get. And those are crepe myrtles. Somebody gave me a couple pieces of those. Hang on, I'm going to sit you down and unkinky it. And I just stuck them in the ground and they grew. There's one there. And I've got another one somewhere. I'm not sure where I'll put it at. Of course, you got the alphaneers in there growing. They're doing happy. I'm real crazy about getting against the rose bushes and it tearing their leaves. I think he's right here. There's another crepe myrtle too. Okay. Let's just go water this stuff. I've seen that lizard eat one of those, kind of a big old brown bug, hard bug that comes out at night. And that flies towards the lights and stuff like that. And, oopsies. Come on now, look with me. My son and I was sitting out here on the deck. All of a sudden we heard a crunch, and I thought, what in the world? Well, come to find out, it was that little lizard. And he had that big bug. It took him a while to get him down, but trust me, he did. And I don't think anything's coming up in that. I planned a few things. They just didn't come up. Oh, it's been too hot. It was nice while it was raining. It's been cooler, because we've been hitting 90s down here. Because the lizard on the outside, you see him. And I have had them in here. I've had to come in here. They almost die because it's so hot. It gets so hot in here. And so I have to come in here and save them. Trust me, it's no easy job because they think they're in the right place having a good time, but it's really too hot and there's no bugs in there for them to eat, so it's not a good thing for them. So, okay. Let's sit this back down so no more runs in it. I have had as much as 3 frogs and 2 lizards in there that I had to catch. And when you got plants in there, yeah, it's not that fun. Because it makes it so much harder for you to catch. Okay, let's pull around here. See, there's some I had dumped the pot out because it had got the fire ants in it. So I weren't going to touch it, so I just dumped it out, and they live just fine. So everything's already had enough water. Because, like I said, it's been raining for several days. So anyway, getting hot and sweaty out here, y'all. This is what happened to Rose's garden. I'm going to say bye for now. Have a great day, and I hope your day is going good. If it didn't, change it and make it go better. And come back to see me. Because as I always say, it's always wonderful to have y'all, and I love to hear your comments. So come on back anytime. Thank you. Bye-bye.